Hi guys, and welcome to this Range Rover Autobiography. This will be a very quick review of the majestic beast that is the Range Rover. Quick look on the outside before we go inside, because it's windy outside. Very big wheels, looks really good, looks really good. Before we drive the beast, let's take a quick sit at the rear. And surprisingly, it's not a very big car at the back. There is a long wheelbase version available. This is the standard one, and yes, it's a roomy, but it's nothing really to shout about. And part of it is because there are big screens in the way. They are like iPads that cannot be removed, I think. Anyway, I do not like them very much, but having said that, materials and all the quality around the car, it's just so luxurious. It really is on a different level. Yeah, heated and cooled seats at the back, HDMI outputs. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Of course, we have keyless entry, front and back. And stepping inside the throne, one thing I really like, due to these winter conditions, the seals are, all covered by the door, so you do not get your trousers dirty. To start the car, just push the button. It fires right up, and this gear lever rises from the center console. Okay, so let's take it for a drive. Swivel wheel goes to D, and let's take it for a cruise. Now, this version of the Range Rover is a 2017 model year, a TDV8 with 250 kilowatts, and I don't really know how many Newton meters, but trust me, it's plenty. This car, it's not fast in the normal context. Best way to, let's say, describe the power of this car, it's adequate. It's more than enough for your luxurious drive, so to say. If you drive this car, if you sit inside, the first thing you will feel is that you feel better than everybody else on the road. You do not get this feeling while driving an BMW X5 or a Q7. It's different in the Range Rover. It's better somehow. Maybe it's because there are less of these cars on the road. You see BMWs, Audis, Mercedes, all around town, but you do not see Range Rovers that often. Part of it is because, well, they are more expensive. This car, I'm not sure what it cost, but probably like 50,000 euros. It's absolutely tricked out. It has every option you can possibly think of. Go. And I mean every option. You have heated and cooled seats front and back, massage at the front, Meridian sound system, which is a really expensive option, by the way, but it's well worth it, I think, if you get a car like this. Alcantara headlining. The leather is the finest leather you will find in any car. It's basically on par with the Bentleys out there. You do not get any plastics or cheap materials anywhere. Leather on the dash, nice soft materials. Heated steering wheel, of course. The only thing I should really criticize is the pedals feel a bit plasticky, but having said that, you do not use the pedals at all, so it's not a problem actually. Driving feel of this car is very similar, I think, to the bigger SUVs out there. It's very wallowy. It's it's not tight. It's just cruising along, doing its own thing, and it's so soft. The suspension takes every bump and makes it feel like jelly. And yeah, of course, you can change the ride height, etc. You can make it a full off-road vehicle. I'm sure you know that this will be a exceptionally good off-roader. I'm not gonna try it because I have this car for a very short test drive, but as let me assure you, this is a very capable car off-road. On-road, yeah, it's so easy to drive. The steering wheel is a lot bigger than the normal cars you drive. Probably it's a good, I think, 5 centimeters diameter wider than your regular, I don't know, normal car steering wheel, and everything feels bigger. This car feels like a really big brute, and it's sort of majestic in its own way. If you get the Range Rover, you have to have nice wheels and a very posh paintwork. This has a metallic black paintwork, and it shines like nothing I have seen a metallic paintwork do before. Yeah, it's a special car, it really is. I completely understand why Clarkson loves these Range Rovers so much. There's just something different about a Range Rover. And by the way, these cars hold up in value really well. 2017 model, this costs around 70 to 80,000 euros, and mileage is 73,000 kilometers. It has held up really nicely, no problems, no issues that I am aware of. Now, talking a bit more about the tech stuff on the interior, this is what's probably called a pre-facelift version. The Range Rover in this body style was introduced in 2012, I think, and yeah, it really hasn't changed much, to be honest. Some different LED lights here and there, and yeah, the screen has gotten a bit bigger. Man, there's a traffic jam here. That's a really big traffic jam, to be honest. Maybe I should take a different route. Yeah, I'll do that. You heard the V8, right? It's majestic, it's roar, shouty and rowdy, and it's raw. Anyway, what I was talking about, oh yeah, tech stuff. It's a bit outdated due to the fact that there's a new facelift version that was introduced in 2019-2020, I think. It has a full velar style screen. I mean, a screen up here, screen down here. It just makes the car feel a bit modern. This is sort of the middle of the cycle, middle of the range, because when the this body style was introduced, it had a small screen. Now it has a bigger screen. Now it has a bigger screen, and it's a bit confusing, to say the least, but it does everything you want and it works nicely, so really no problems here. What else? Big buttons, big chunky buttons, so you can use and find them easily with gloves or whatever you might be wearing. Having mentioned that, I like the look of the new facelifted Range Rover. I really do prefer the climate control being as buttons. It's just so much more easier to use. It's on a day-to-day basis. You want to switch on heated seats, please, one button. Just twist the knob and push it, and you know where it is. It's such a simple thing to use. Nowadays, with these big screens everywhere, you will search for the button. Whether you have owned or driven the car a minute or a month, I guarantee you will search for the button, because you cannot feel the button. You have to look for it. In this car, if I want heated seats, I know exactly where it is, because yeah, it's there. It's easy. Yeah. Yeah, it's quiet inside as well. Coming back to the driving feel and emotions, it's very quiet. It's running on studded winter tires at the moment, Nokian, I think, but it is really quiet inside, even in moderately higher speeds. And the V8 engine, it's just right for this type of car. So yeah, this was my very short review of the Magestic. Even yeah, Magestic is, I think, the best word for this car. It's a very nice car to drive, and apart from the price tag, and yeah, there really isn't many other concerns really. This would be a perfect everyday SUV to cruise around and feel just a little bit better than everyone else. Yeah, just let me finish the video with a short acceleration from the V8. Thank you for watching. This was my review of the Range Rover Autobiography TDV8. Yeah, see you soon. Bye bye.